Performance a couple of times during the show, play a couple of songs. She brought some accompaniment with her tonight, and it should be a very nice show. In these times where it seems like there's a lot of conflict in the world, and the one thing we have is our music and our musical family that gives us some respite from it all. And that's the crutch of this show, you know, bring people together through the power of music, the power of love. Welcome, Josie.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I was taken by, I was listening to your CDs online, and I was taken at your music style. I actually had sent you a letter to ask you how you classify your music, you know, if you consider yourself a country singer or do you write country music? And you responded to me that somebody had once told you that it's Americana.
Right.
And I looked it up, and I was surprised to see the wide range of Americana. I always thought Americana was sort of like Dixieland, you know, that kind of thing. And how long have you been writing music?
It's about 4 years now.
About 4?
Uh-huh.
And approximately how many songs have you wrote to finish, to produce?
Oh, many, many songs. Most of them are silly songs, and I would say not of the quality of the songs that I recorded. I took the best of my songs and recorded those. Was it all your songs all in the same type of music, the same genre? I would think, yeah, probably.
Genre? When you write a song, do you start with the music, or do you start with the lyrics? Most of the time, I know it seems to be different.
Usually I do them together. And usually a song is an idea, maybe a phrase that comes to mind, usually the hook. And then I sometimes write the song around it. Sometimes I'm practicing guitar and I come up with like maybe a chord progression that I start singing over.
Are you into poetry? Do you do?
I have not written poetry.
No.
No.
Because your lyrics and your songs are very well put together.
I use Rhyme Zone.
Rhyme Zone? What is that?
It's like an online rhyming dictionary. So every once in a while when I get stuck on a lyric or I need something to rhyme, I'll look it up.
I found last week that I was trying to write a few songs myself. I've been writing a little bit of stuff lately. Nobody really wants to hear it. It's just for me.
Uh-huh.
But I found that I took out the rhymes because I was writing with too many rhymes, and I had to take out the rhymes and form thoughts around without the rhymes with the same idea.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole key, I think, to songwriting, is to say something that's universal, that has been said many times, but to say it differently.
You also perform live. Do you perform solo?
It's a mix. You know, I like to perform with my husband. We call ourselves Duo Bello. Tonight we are Josie Bello and Duo Franco, because both my husband and our percussionist are named Frank.
That would be Frank Bello and Frank Imbruglia?
Frank Imburgio.
Imburgio.
Yeah.
Imburgio.
Some people say Imburgio.
Imburgio.
He said that both are correct.
And they'll be performing for us in a little while. Your last CD, how did that come about?
My last CD? That's my only CD. It came about because I had one of those wonderful birthdays with the 0 at the end. And I said, you know what? I'm going to record my songs. And also my son was done with college, and I said, okay, now it's time to spend some money on me. And I did, and I recorded that for my birthday. And it was just a great experience. I learned so much about music from just recording the CD. Because you have to get very involved in arranging. I have a wonderful guitar teacher who also recorded for me. His name is Mike Nugent, and he has a studio called Melts in Your Ears Studio in Huntington. And so each song, we really delved into it and fooled around with different arrangements, different instrumentations, and it was just a fantastic experience.
Did you develop the song? Some of the songs you had written previous to the CD, right?
The songs are completely written by the time you go to record them. Yeah.
You didn't write them specifically for the CD, though, right? Did you?
Well, I had kind of picked out 8 or 10 songs, and by the time we got to around recording 5 of the songs were finished, I had written another 5 or 6 songs. So I would say half the songs were not written when I started. I substituted them out for the ones I had picked previously.
How long does it take you to write a song, in general?
About 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Is it a 3-week process of actually writing, or do you write quick and then tweak it for 2.5 weeks?
It takes about 3 weeks, because what I do is I write the song maybe over a couple of days, and then I run it by my husband, Frank. And he'll usually say, he usually weighs in on the lyrics, like maybe this isn't clear, or maybe this doesn't make sense, or maybe this lyric's over the top. And then I revise it a little. And then I bring it to Mike, and Mike will give me an idea of, what he thinks of the music, maybe tweak that a little with me. And then I play it out. And then that brings more changes, because I usually play it at open mics when it's new, and you see what people's reactions are. You see if it gets a good response or not a good response, or see what people say about it. And then, you kind of refine it that way.
Do you write, you play multiple instruments, so do you write your songs with the guitar, or do you write them?
I never wrote a song until I picked up the guitar. And as soon as I started to learn chords, I started singing.
So your last CD was done, where did you say, where was Mike's studio?
In Huntington on Park Avenue, where I take my guitar lessons, and it's called Melts in Your Ears Studio.
Mike Nugent has a real good reputation. Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. Good guys. And where can we get the CD?
It's available on CD Baby. It's available through Josie Bello Music at Gmail. It's available on all the streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. So you can buy individual songs, or you can buy the whole CD at CD Baby or through me.
What's the name of the total album?
The what?
What's the name of the total CD?
It's called Can't Go Home. That's the 3rd cut on the CD. That's the title track.
How'd you come to that name?
Can't Go Home is about how you can't go back to your old neighborhood and expect the people and the places, the pizzeria you used to hang out at. It's not there anymore. It's Dunkin' Donuts or something, So that song is about all the losses that we experience as adults. As time goes by, things change.
Did you reference that from coming from Queens, as I know you had?
I did. Frank is from Sheepshead Bay in Brooklyn. I'm from Woodside in Queens.
I'm from Gravesend. I come from near Frank.
Yeah. And, trips back to the old neighborhood, kind of, that song was born that way. But although the song talks about the losses, at the end of the song, we talk about the hope of us all being back together again in the next life.
I was noticing one of your songs, it's called Mother Love, and It's about drug addiction. How did you come to the name Mother Love?
Well, the song is about a drug-addicted mother who cannot seem to kick the habit. So the baby's taken away from her. But the central theme of the song is that she has the same love and desires for her child that we all have as mothers or as parents, but she can't get out of her own way because of the drug addiction.
Is it based on reality? Is it based on...
I worked a lot with heroin addicts through my career as a social worker, and I saw that story, that exact story played out many times. Yeah.
Yep. Me being in, I'm in recovery myself, so I've seen that. same patterns, you know, people I've helped and people I've dealt with over the last 30-something years. Another song you have on here is called Two Trains. It refers to political partisanship.
Right.
Big one today.
It's a big one, yeah. That's the only co-write on the album. That was written with Mike Nugent. He had been in church and heard a sermon about how people can't seem to compromise. And he was thinking about two trains. So we decided to make one train the red train and one train the blue train. And so the song is really not about trains, but about how the two parties can't compromise and are at a standstill.
And then another one I saw on here was, well, it's actually Can't Go Home. You had told, when you wrote me about the song, you said it was emotional concerns with aging.
Right.
And I guess that's what you just expressed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that as we get older, we start to be sensitive to the fact that we have a lot of losses and everything around us has changed. You know, as the decades go by, we see changes in technology, changes in the way we live, so many changes. And it's about coping with loss, you know.
What's it like having a musical husband?
Well, he's the one that got me started on music about 4 years ago. He started picking up his guitar again, and he's a songwriter himself. And it just was very inspirational. I started to enjoy it, you know.
Does your life at this point revolve around the music together?
It does now.
Yeah.
At the beginning, maybe not. But I found that concentrating on learning to play guitar, which I'd never played before, was really meditative, you know, because in meditation you have to clear your mind. And so when you're learning a new musical instrument, you can't really think about anything else. You have to concentrate. So it was very restorative, too.
And what's it like having a friend like Frank?
Frank Imburgio?
Imburgio.
Oh, my God. He's the best. He's another talented songwriter. He writes phenomenal songs as well. And he shows you really how to take a social issue and turn it into something in a meaningful song. It's really good.
Maybe we could get a little piece of that now. Maybe we could hear a little bit. If you want to go and get set up with them,
sure.
I'll read some upcoming events, and you let me know when you're ready.
Gotcha.
A few things coming up. Thursday, once again, the 28th. We have the Christian open mic. That will be at the Monarch Lounge in Lala's Flea Market in Farmingville at 7:30. That's hosted by Tom Tilford, who's actually my co-host, who's hiding in the back room right now. My co-host is just coming up there. He was resting.
Here he is.
There he is, my co-host Tom Tilford.
Hi.
So I was supposed to do the open mic with Tom, but I have to go to work. And where I will be working, the 28th also, I will be working at Lockfield Manor. We will be doing what's called Journey Home for Reverend Pastor Dr. Mary L. Sharp. Reverend Sharp, Pastor Sharp is a friend of mine for many, many years. We've worked for her church. We've done sound for musical events at her church. And this is her road to retirement and relocation. And it's going to be a big event at Lockfield Manor. Tickets are on sale for anybody that's interested. Pastor Sharp is the, as I said, the pastor of the Missionary Baptist Church in Central Islip. She's been around a long time, and she's done a lot of great work. Wednesday the 27th, we have 4-Way Street. We'll be at Michael Braceland Art Gallery, 25 Patchogue, Yaphank Road, East Patchogue, 7:30 to 8:30. That's Chris Cangalari's bag. Crosby Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. And tribute. That's Wednesday the 27th. Friday, April 5th, I'm going to be at St. Luke's Catholic Church in Whitestone, Queens, doing the Stations of the Cross, doing sound for a famous Catholic vocalist, Donna Corey Gibson. She's going to be doing the Stations of the Cross concert once again at St. Luke's Catholic Church in Whitestone, Queens, 7 p.m., April 5th. And I think it's time we could have the musical entourage is ready. So we have Josie Bello and the two Franks and the Frank duo Franco. Whenever you're ready.
2 trains rolling down the track. One leaves the station out the front, the other out the back. One heads toward a mansion, the other toward a shack. Both derail on their way and neither makes it back. This is the story of 2 trains. One heads to the red ground, the other to the blue. Neither one will arrive where it wanted to. Answers lie in the middle ground. We forgot that truth. Compromise, respect the colors, blend them for a purple hue. This is the story of 2 trains. 2 trains of thought, 2 ways of thinking, 1 game of chicken, nobody blinking. Why can't those with more put more in the pot, so those with less won't be forgot? A collision of 2 trains. Two trains, 2 points of light. 1 seen in the day, 1 seen at night. She wasn't at your mother's knee. Her truth is not what you believe. She can't feel the way you feel. Isn't that her right? This is a story of 2 trains. 2 trains of thought, 2 ways of thinking, 1 game of chicken, nobody blinking. Why can't those with more put more in the pot, so those with less won't be forgot? A collision of 2 trains. Two trains rolling down the track. 1 leaves the station out the front, the other out the back. 1 heads toward a mansion, the other toward a shack. Both derail on their way and neither makes it back. This is a story of 2 trains. A collision of 2 trains. Thank you. We brought our fan club with us. You don't go anywhere without a posse. That's what I hear. Okay. Next song is called Can't Go Home. It is the title track of the CD. And I did talk to Jim about it a little bit. It is about going back to the old neighborhood and seeing how everything has changed. And all the kids you hung around with, those that remain, are now the old people on the block. But there is hope that we will be all together again, and that's kind of how the song ends. We hope in the next life we'll all be restored and we'll all be back together again. Got nothing to say, I run out of words. I got no more nouns, no more verbs, no more adjectives. I got no more action expletives. No way to justify, no way to testify. Got nowhere to run, I run out of places, get no relief from seeing new faces. No sunny day or a walk on a beach is gonna put the past within my reach. Can't go home 'cause it ain't home no more, and it don't exist the way it did before. Not the same people, not their same ages, no gain to be made from wishing and awaiting as time moves steady. I hope and pray we'll all be together again someday. Got nothing to do, I run out of time. Got no way to share my last rhyme. Never wrote it down, never put it to song. No time left to right any wrong. The universe sits a pushing me along. I can't go home, it ain't home no more, and it don't exist the way it did before. Not the same people, not the same places, no gain to be made from wishing and awaiting as time moves steady. I hope and pray we'll all be together again someday. No thought-filled walk along a shoreline can change what remains or reverse the time. I can't go home 'cause it ain't home no more, and it don't exist the way it did before. Not the same people, not the same places, no gain to be made from wishing and awaiting as time moves steady. I hope and pray we'll all be together again. I can't go home, it ain't home no more, and it don't exist the way it did before. Not the same people, not the same places, no gain to be made from wishing and awaiting as time moves steady. I hope and pray we'll all be together again. Dear Lord, we all want to be together again, yeah. Please, we all want to be together again someday, yeah, 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 yeah. Who says you can't go home? We all going home when the Maker calls us home. We're gonna be restored. Amen. We're gonna be restored. We all going home. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. our in-studio audience. So the next song is called Mother's Love. And as I told the Reverend Jim over there, it is a song about a drug-addicted mother who can't get out of her own way, but because she can't kick the habit. I always wanted to be a mom inside of life that was happy and calm. The day the doctor put you in my arms, I couldn't believe how happy I was. High on life for the very first time, lying in bed singing nursery rhymes. I may never feel that good again, but it's a feeling I won't forget. I had this problem for most of my life. How could a decent man make me his wife? I had a snowball's chance in family court. I was in denial up till the day they peeled you out of my arms, took you to live with him down the Jersey Shore. I thought I could fix everything that had come before. That man, he hasn't always been a saint. That's what put me and him in the same place, just long enough for him to change my world, just long enough to make a sweet baby girl. I know it's not a normal life you live in with your dad and his wife. They take really good care of you in the practical ways I could never do. But I give you the one thing they cannot. I give you a mother's love. Little girl, I got a mother's love. Yeah, I got a mother's love. The only thing better comes from heaven above. My heart's on fire with a mother's love. Baby girl, I wanna feel you in my arms, rock you in your sleep, all night long be there. For your bad dreams be with you when the morning comes. Right now I gotta settle for supervised visits at the Jersey Shore, and my arms wrapped around you on the tilt-a-whirl. My Brooklyn baby is now a Jersey girl. I'm a waitress with a philosopher's soul and intentions that are solid gold. I celebrated 90 for the third or fourth time. I'd go further if I could fix this hunger of mine. I won't give up the dream of living clean and sober, but a chip now and then stops the pain from taking over on days when the truth dresses me down and turns my will around. There are a few who can rely on luck, but when I had breaks, I effed them up. Just wanting something is not enough. Gotta learn to endure the rough. At times I had no pride, but someday I'll find the strength inside. Learn how to take care of me so I can take care of you. Little girl, I got a mother's love. Yeah, I got a mother's love. Only thing better comes from heaven above. My heart's on fire with a mother's love. My heart's on fire, baby girl. My heart's on fire. My heart's on fire with a mother's love. Thank you.
Say it again. We're going to be seeing a video. It's a promotion of one of the songs that Josie actually done. It's a promotion for the album. Shows you where you can get it. And it's called Can't Go Home.
Got nothing to say, I run out of words. I got no more nouns, no more verbs, no more adjectives. I got no more action expletives. Got no way to justify, no way to testify. Got nowhere to run, I run out of places. Get no relief in seeing new faces. No sunny day or walk on a beach is gonna put the past within my reach. I can't go home 'cause it ain't home no more, and it don't exist the way it did before. Not the same people, not their same ages. No gain to be made from the wishing and the waiting. This time move steady, I hope and pray we'll all be together again someday. Got nothing to do, I run out of time. Got no way to share my last rhyme. Never wrote it down, never put it to song. No time left to right any wrongs. The universe is pushing me along. I can't go home 'cause it ain't home no more, and it don't exist the way it did before. Not the same people, not the same places. No gain to be made from a wishing and a waiting. This time move steady, I hope and pray we'll all be together again someday.
Yes.
What are you doing tomorrow night?
Nothing. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Okay. What are you doing Thursday night?
Now Thursday's a different story. We are going to be holding a Christian-themed open mic at the Monarch Lounge in Farmingville. And it's starting at 7:30, kind of, sort of, and goes to about 10 o'clock. It can run a little bit later. And the good thing about this is that it's not like it's prepared material. It's not at all. If anybody wants to come, bring their own tracks on an iPod, phone, whatever, we can hook it up. We're going to have karaoke available as well, which is kind of neat. And there's going to be a bunch of musicians there, and I think there's going to be a little practice session for a men's thing that's going to be happening in a couple of weeks. I'm not quite sure if that's going to happen yet. But
what's a men's thing?
It's a Men of Integrity meeting, and it's, again, Christian-based, and it's going to be held at Calvary Baptist Church in Medford, and this is Saturday, April 6th, I believe, and it's a breakfast at 8:30 in the morning. And there's going to be some worship stuff going on. A bunch of guys are going to get together. I'm going to be drumming there, which is kind of fun. I've done it with Mark, who was here playing guitar a few weeks ago, and he's going to be playing bass, and there's going to be a couple other guys too, which is supposed to be a surprise to me. So if you're free, come on down, Farmingville. It's open. There's going to be coffee, cake, whatever,
It's in Lala's Flea Market, right?
Lala's Flea Market directly next door, which is Tiffany Plaza.
And it's a real nice room, real nice sound. They have terrific equipment there.
Yeah, full back line.
What is Oompa?
OMPA is an acronym for the Organization of Open Mic Performing Artists. And it's where I met all my music
I
friends.
think I have to join this.
Now, you wouldn't know this, but I am a member of Oompa.
Wow.
I am like an inactive member, I guess. Yeah, 'cause
Inactive.
I don't get around much anymore.
You might be inactive. I think I'm too active.
I haven't been around. I haven't been getting around lately, but I had joined Oompa. And what does Oompa do?
OMPA does a lot of charitable work. The head of OMPA is Ken with two N's.
Two N's.
Right?
Ken with two N's.
Not to be confused with other Kens. And he's a wonderful man. And I have seen him during open mics get people who had no thought about coming up and singing, getting them to sing. And, they start to get into it and they develop, And he runs a lot of open mics, or he advertises a lot of open mics on the Oompa web. Is it an Oompa website or an Oompa Facebook page, maybe?
I think it's a Facebook page.
Yeah, so you can find out about my open mics on the Oompa Facebook page. And one of the really cool things they do is they have musical food drives in front of supermarkets, and they take in a lot of food for.
They do the farmers markets, and is that Oompa?
I think they do the
in
food
the summer,
drives.
in the food drives outside the
Food drives are done mostly outside supermarkets.
Yeah, outside the supermarkets.
Yeah, and there's a coat drive and toy drives, all musical.
A lot of nice people. Everybody I met there are really good people. Good people.
Yeah.
And you could also talk about your open mics here.
Okay.
Are your open mics affiliated with Oompa, or are they separate? I know there is Oompa
We advertise
events.
them.
There is Oompa events, right?
Yeah, there are
And then
the
there's-
specific,
yeah.
discrete OMPA events.
And where do you have some of your open mics?
I have 2 open mics a month at Urban Coffee in Green Lawn.
Where might that be?
It's on Broadway near the train station. Urban Coffee in Green Lawn. And 1 open mic a month at Park Lounge in Kings Park. And you can find out about them on the OMPA Facebook page.
Are they all acoustic open mics?
No.
The electric, the band?
I mean, people, if you bring an electric guitar, you should probably bring your own amp.
Yeah.
The Urban Coffee open mics are pretty laid back.
Yeah.
They're acoustic, but we use amplification, and but people use acoustic instruments and they plug them in. And Park Lounge could get a little louder.
How long have you been going with the open mics? How long have they been running?
Well, when I started playing music, maybe like 3.5 years ago.
The same open mics? You've been the ones that you have now? Have been
Yeah, I mean, I think unfortunately places will welcome open mics when maybe their business is teetering a little bit.
Yeah.
So some of the places have closed, and so people have moved on to other places.
Yeah.
They go on all summer?
But Park Lounge is very busy, and so is Urban Coffee. They're very healthy businesses.
Do all year round? They do all summer you'll have them?
Yeah, I do it all year round.
And in particular, you had a singer-songwriter event.
Once a month at Urban Coffee, we just do originals. It's like singer-songwriter night.
What part of the month? Is it the first week?
It's
or last
usually the first Monday of the month, but a lot of times that's like a legal holiday, so we'll do it the second Monday in those months. And, you know, Oompa people are very accepting and wonderful, and you can do originals at any of the Oompa open mics as well.
week? And what else do we have? Also, from what I understand, you've hosted the Acoustic Fall Festival in Huntington at Heckscher State Park? Heckscher Park.
Heckscher Park, not Heckscher
Not
State,
Heckscher State Park,
but
Heckscher
Heckscher Park in
in
Huntington
Huntington.
Village. They have the Long Island Fall Fest. And for the past 4 years, Frank and I have hosted an acoustic stage for one day, I think usually Saturday of that festival.
What does that entail, hosting the stage?
That entails getting a bunch of acts together. And so mostly they're Oompa acts, and they're all fantastic.
How many acts do you do in a day, approximately?
I think we have the stage for about 5 hours, like from 12 to 5, something like that.
Do you interact? Do you put together the acts?
People prepare.
Yeah.
They form bands and come in and prepare.
It's all prepared beforehand.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And do you do any other gigs besides the open mics? Do you do regular
We
gigs?
do a lot of like festivals and outdoor fairs and things like
Do you have
that.
anything booked for this year? Yeah. It's a little early in the year, but yeah.
I've been so busy recording, but we always do the East Northport Fair, and I can't remember, but we do like a couple of these outdoor things. There's a very, very active, as you know, music scene on Long Island. A lot of great musicians. So there's a lot of competition for those spots, you know.
I did sound for you and Frank at Big Daddy's block party last year at the park. At the park, yeah, the one in the park. That's the first time I seen you perform. And then we worked together a couple of weeks ago at his farewell event at Barbecues.
The birthday farewell.
Yeah. You played copy music then? You played some copies?
I
and
think we did like
a combo,
jambalaya because I had the accordion.
So, I think I'd like to hear you play some more music.
All
You
right.
ready to go?
Can I do one quick plug?
Sure.
There's a man by the name of Michael Borkin. He does something called Under the Radar blog, and it covers the Long Island music scene. So if you're a Long Island musician and you want to get covered and you want an article about you, go on Facebook, like the page Under the Radar, and write to him.
What's his name? Michael Barkin?
His name is Michael Borkin.
Borkin?
B-O-R-K-A-N.
Under the
Under the Radar.
radar. Yeah, I will do that.
And it comes out a few times a week, and it always covers local acts, and it's really terrific. And he's always looking for new acts to cover.
Very good. I'll announce that in a few weeks.
Thank you.
So while you get set up, I'll just go over a few more events until they're set up. As I've said before, I am part of a partnership in Gold Star Sound and Gold Star Sound Support. We work for quite a few bands on Long Island. We've been in business for about 18 years. We do live sound, stage management. We work churches, we work business seminars. I've even done a congressional hearing. And with 12 Congress people, I had to set them up with microphones and sound system for a congressional hearing. We work with DJs, we work with bands. And I also have my own band, All Revved Up, Meatloaf Band. Meatloaf Tribute Band. We'll be playing on the Jersey Shore coming in August. That's the first thing coming up. Upcoming shows here. April 2nd, which will be the next show, we have another singer-songwriter, Sebi Regis. She'll be here April 2nd. Wonderful songwriter, wonderful singer, brilliant woman, and hopefully she'll let me play bass with her and back her up on the bass. I think we spoke about it a little bit. I'm hoping to confirm that. And we'll be playing a few of her videos too. She has some great videos. She does all the work, mostly all the work on the videos. She plays multiple instruments. And April 9th, we have Rob von Bernowitz and Dan Carosa from Shades of Purple, Deep Purple Band. And Rob's going to speak about his online music magazine. And our musicians are ready. So we'll close out the show with Josie Bello and Duo Frank.
I think I might lay on down with you tonight. Gonna give it a try, gonna give it a whirl. I ain't never before been that kind of girl, but I like you. You got a smile that lights up the sky. You make me laugh, I get a little high. Life is hard, I've taken a beating. It's getting old, I'm looking for some freedom. I like you. My fear of evil turned me to God. My fear of poverty kept me working hard. Done with fear, let's have fun before I die. Come on, boy, make it feel good till I cry. I like you. I like you, boy. I got a crush on you. Don't want to know you any better than I know you right now. Want to feel your sunshine from the inside out. I was never a young hot chick, but I turned into a pretty cool hen. My younger days were not very wild, but I learned a thing or two since then. I learned that I like you. I like you, boy. I got a crush on you. Did know that I'm a lover, not a fighter. Like a candy, I shouldn't eat you. Have the allure of a sticky sweet. My church-going friends would never approve of the dirty little thoughts I have about you. There'll be no confession of this obsession, no absolution for this transgression. I like you. I like you, boy. I got a crush on you. I got a crush on you. Ooh, I got a crush on you. Ooh. Do you want me to make it higher?
I think it might be.
It's not off.
Strum it, just see. Right? No, I'm not hearing it.
Some of the upcoming shows we got. I will get back to that later. Saturday, March 30th, we have Get Dancing at Butterfields. Saturday, April 6th, 8 p.m., the 60s Invasion at Penny Lane at 89 North. And let's get back to the music.
Wouldn't waste my money on a fancy car, but I can't resist a fancy guitar. McMansions don't do it for me. My shady front porch, it's all that I need. Got no use for a Louis Vuitton. My Michael Kors bag has got it going on. Proud to call Long Island my home, where there are hundreds of miles of beach to roam, while I'm living out my American dream in my Sears kit house built in 1933. I don't need to be a millionaire, 'cause everything I want, I got it right here. We barbecue on weekends, go out every Wednesday night. Sunday down at Connolly's, we play the open mic. Got a good job making ends meet. When your bills are paid, this is the land of the free. At night my spare change goes in a jar. More often than not, I'll spend it at a bar. Take our vacations in the good old USA. Sometimes we travel, or in Montauk we stay while we're living out my American dream in my Sears kit house built in 1933. I don't need to be a millionaire, 'cause everything I want, I got it right here. Close to me, we got each other's backs like it's supposed to be. In good times and bad, we lean on each other. Long Island is a place where we call each other brother, while we're living out our American dreams in our modest homes built in the mid-century. We don't need to be millionaires, 'cause everything we want, we got it right here. Living out my American dream in my Sears kit house built in 1933. I don't need to be a millionaire, 'cause everything I want, I got it right here. Oh, yeah, I got it right here, right here, right now. We got everything we need on the island. We got it, we got it, we got it right here. I want to thank Jimmy G for having us tonight. And I want to thank my two buds over here, my husband Frank Bello on guitar and bass, and our good buddy Frank Imbergio playing percussion. We got it right here. We have time for part of a song? Did he say we had? Yes, okay. All right, so I'm switching to accordion. Everybody's favorite.
We're going to close out with one more song. Josie's going to switch a little instruments here, show some more of her talent. Don't forget, next week we got Sevi Regis and possibly Jimmy G on the bass. And we're going to close out tonight with this last song from Josie Bello and Duo Frank. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Josie, Frank, Scott, Christy, Tommy, Bob. Good night, everybody. Go.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Come on, boys, sing it with me. La 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 la. La 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 la. I like to keep it in the middle. Seek the middle ground. It's not that I'm lazy. It's just that I've been around the people at work. They like to talk about each other. Someone's always a villain. Someone's always getting burned. I'm a no drama mama. I like to talk about the weather. Not looking for excitement. I'm just there to do my job. La 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 la. 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 I met a man at the beach. He seemed to have it all. He said, "Hey baby, come sail on my yacht. We'll have a ball." He was tall, dark, and handsome. He had a drink in each hand. I said, "You're too hot to handle. I'll just stay here on the land." La 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 la. 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 I never liked lemonade. I'll take the sun over shade any day. But life keeps throwing me curves. Sometimes I'm hanging by my last. When I'm down, that's how I keep it in the middle. Keep it